Hey guys, what is going on? Zeox here today. So I'm going to show you guys how to use a software called XSplit Gamecaster. I literally just downloaded it and so far I think it's pretty good. So I'm just going to open it here. There will be a URL in the description to download this. It's xsplit.com/download and it's the download on the right called XSplit Gamecaster, not XSplit Broadcaster. So what I'm going to do is sign into my account. And quickly show you guys how to set this up and how to live stream through it. So many people, no, I don't care. Many people use softwares like this, and many people that have GPUs or graphics cards will understand what this type of software is. As you can see, it's already ready to use, but if you've got an AMD card, you'll realize that you've got an AMD app. So when you open your game, sometimes it tells you your FPS if you want to live stream to Twitch or if you want to record. This is same with Nvidia. Nvidia have the Nvidia Shadow Play, I'm pretty sure it's called, which allows them to do it as well, which allows them to stream when they open a game or record. So these are both different types of software, and it's usually just a little tab when you're playing a game asking you if you want to record or upload or stream, whatever. So when you're installing this will ask you to set up an account with it, and you can pick any of these or you can wait later for it. So what I did, I verified it to my Twitch because that's the one that I use if I ever do use it. Now here you've got video settings. That's the screen you get welcomed on. I won't worry about that unless you have a capture card like a Elgato or a Roxio or whatever you have. That's, if you plug in any of them, you can open it in the console view and it just streams from your PC to the console rather than using like Elgato standard software. So live streaming, you can set up an account like that. You don't have to use any stream key or anything. It'll automatically find that through logging into it. Same with YouTube. You can use YouTube Live on here as well, which is rather new. So while this allows you to live stream, you can also record videos for it, which is why you can have it automatically upload to YouTube. Now, if you do any recordings, you can map them using the recording tab. So I can choose where I want them to save. So by default, it's creating a folder in my PC, videos, XSplit videos, and then my account name. So that's where they'll all go. So if I open the folder, there would be a video there if I used it to record. Now, the Express Edit, I would expect, I've never used it before, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a quick crop and upload type thing, which just means that you edit out some bits in one straight line and then upload it straight away, which is why it's called Express. It's very quick. So through social, if you go back to the account page, through social networks, if you want to link it like Facebook or Twitter, you can do that. You put in your username with them. So like if you put your username in, it's going to display on while you're on Be Right Back. So if I went on Be Right Back while I was live streaming, so I went somewhere or closed my game down, it would automatically go to the Be Right Back screen. Now while it's on the Be Right Back screen, it'll put your Facebook and Twitter name on there so people can go check your social media out. It's a good way of advertising, and many people do it. So if you authorize it to post on your Twitter and Facebook, basically when you go live or post the video onto YouTube, it's going to say, hey, I posted a video. Sometimes it's a custom message, a lot of the time it isn't. If you've ever uploaded to YouTube, you'll know that if you link a Twitter or anything, you can put a custom message in to say, hey, check out this video or whatever, and that will automatically be posted to your Twitter and Facebook when you upload. It's just a very, very easy way and a lot quicker than actually going to your Twitter, finding the URL, putting it in and all that. So in settings, this is like the place where you'll spend most of your time. You choose your settings for everything. So you're streaming, if you let it do automatic, it's going to detect the correct and best streaming for you. So in this case, it's the original resolution, and for streaming it's 720p, because I don't know, but streaming 1080p can be very heavy on your system, so 720p is usually what you see on Twitch. So after you've chosen all that, you can custom set these if you like and make sure they're at a certain FPS and bitrate and delays and everything. After you've chosen them, I'd just use automatic 'cause it's the best for your system really. Allow game switching just means if you close a game and then open a different one, it'll automatically change the game in the game section on Twitch, but it won't change the title for you. You can do that though using this software by just pressing Control Tab. And then allow game switching, like I just said, it'll just bring up the BRB screen and then it'll bring it back when you've got a game up. This is your BRB screen. But before we get onto that, this is devices. Devices allows you to choose your microphone, which I have here. I can mute it or have it on. I'm actually going to have it muted for now, which is my 802020 USB, which I'm actually using to record this video right now. And then I have the camera choice of a Logitech C920, which is a webcam that I would use if I streamed. So if I turn this on, you'll quickly see me here as it's displayed. Oh, resolution messed up. Okay, it sorted itself. See, there I am. By the way, put that back on none because that's what I want on my settings. If you've got a webcam, you can put this on. If you've got a good mic, I would suggest not using like a default mic because a lot of the time, if you're using a laptop, it will be the built-in one in the webcam, which my C920 has one in its webcam and it's shit. They always are shit. Never ever use webcam audio. It's horrible. Alright, next you've got your BRB screen. This will usually be the XSplit Broadcaster or Gamecaster one. So this will just say XSplit Gamecaster. Be right back. You can change that to your own custom one, but just by pressing settings, which allows you to add an image over it, or you can just clear them all and add the image. So here's a BRB screen I did for someone. Add that in, close it, there it is. Next, you've got status labels. This is basically just allowing you to see what FPS you're getting and what hindrance and how much of your CPU it's using. So it shows you the CPU load and game FPS. You can choose any spot of the game to put it. I would suggest the top, but if you've got an overlay on, probably the bottom's better for you. Now shortcuts or hotkeys as they're known allows you to just start and stop things very easily by just pressing the key on your keyboard. So to bring up the tab, it's always to bring up the tab in the game, it's just the default, so Control Tab. If you want to stop streaming, you can put your own in. I put numpad 1 for an example, so all you got to do is click it and there, change to numpad 1, numpad 2. If I want to start recording, numpad 2, whatever, you can just pick whatever you want. You can mute your audio. So if I want to mute my microphone, I press 5 on my keypad, it's done. Running an ad is very useful for a lot of streamers that actually monetize through Twitch, but a lot of them, if they're getting donations, usually they don't need that. Benchmarking and stuff like that, you don't really need to pay attention to. If you want to basically do any like start streaming, stop streaming quicker, or pause and go to BRB and stuff like that, if you want that to be very easy, all you have to do is choose a key on your keyboard for it to be, as long as you're not using that key in game, because otherwise if you're, say you put it to V and you use V to talk on CSGO like I do, you don't want to press V and then like all of a sudden BRB, and like, since you're holding it down, it's just going to flicker from BRB, which you don't want. Now recordings, obviously you've chosen your settings for recordings. If you want to use this to record, I wouldn't if I were you, I'd rather use something else. But either way, you've got that choice. Your recordings, you can pick a custom folder here, you can pick a location for it to go. So the default folder creates one called XSplit Videos and then your account name. You can click open folder and that's where your videos will go. And Express Edit is just a quick editing system, like it's literally just clipping the video. So, as you can see on the start page, this tells you how you actually use it. So you switch to any game or open a console viewer. Your console viewer is there. That's if you've got a capture card like an Elgato, it'll bring up the console for you. Either way. So Control Tab, as you've seen in the shortcuts, which you can change, brings up your recording and streaming software. So obviously this is usually minimized, and when you open the game it will be up. So if I click stream or record, it's going to stream or record. These are all the buttons, which I'll show you what they do now. So what I'm going to do is open a very simple game called Adventure Capitalists. I did this previously on CSGO, which was more system oriented. So I have this at a 720p window right now, just because that's how I like to play it anyway. Got some angel investors, that's nice. But I'm going to press Control Tab to bring up the streaming software when it wants to do it. It's loading up, and it should tell us that we are able to live stream through XSplit. Here we are, initializing, I nearly went Scottish then, initializing XSplit Gamecaster. So this means that it's just shooting it to the game, and press Control Tab when you're ready to stream or record. So here's our FPS and CPU. Obviously it's not got a huge load, but it does have quite a lot of load on my PC because it's quite old now. So I can choose to record or stream depending. As you can see, it also says numpad 1 and numpad 2 because I set them on there. Here I can pick my audio level, so if I want to speak that, however loud I want to speak, I can turn it down and up. Same with my game audio, or system audio in this case, it's computer. Webcam I can just click on and off. There's no camera set because I turn it off, but say I want it on, I can do that. Here you can edit your stream, so depending what you linked it to on your account, depends what's going to come up. So I'm just going to call this Playing Stupid Games. You can literally change it like that, and it says the game that you're playing there. It automatically detects it through Steam. So there we are, saving success, it's changed it. Here you can actually show your chat panel. So say I want to see my chat, bottom right, they won't be able to see this, but I will. So I can put that there. Say I talk, it's going to come up, and that's in my Twitch. So I can see people talking like that. So obviously in my Twitch chat that I just posted, here you're able to just post live, like if I click Twitter, I could share it onto my Twitter. Obviously you have to link your Twitter to do this, which I'm not going to do, but it's very, very simplistic. This last one here just shows Twitch followers and subscribers. So say someone follows you, you can literally just pop this to come up somewhere. It's lagging a bit for some reason. So username goes here. You can literally edit this all you want really. It's very weird though. So a lot of the time it's just thank you. Yeah, that's very weird, I know, cheers my dears. Either way, say someone follows, that'll come up and say thank you, new follower, what, blah blah blah. It's just a pop-up. Last two things are watermarks. So say you wanted to add an overlay like that, you can very, very easily. Say I had a webcam, I could put it in there, but I don't have it on. So I would usually just use the XSplit. That was my old Twitch account, or my old YouTube account as well. Here you can like draw on it. I don't know why you would use that. It's silly. So say you just wanted to put out something, you could literally just press that and get it done. But either way, what I'm going to do is quickly stream for you guys to show you. So as you can see, it would say here, but it's actually saying it here because that's where I put my settings. So what's going to pop up is it's testing its bandwidth and everything, checking the FPS and CPU load. As you can see, my CPU's at full load because I'm actually recording and trying to live stream right now, even though this is to the best settings it can be. So the FPS is really good, 144. It's just testing my bandwidth and it's going to set it up. So I'm automatically live streaming using average, blah blah blah. Here we are, I'm live. So if I want to talk to people, I can literally just press that and quickly speak to them if they've got a question. If not, I can leave it and I'll see their chat there. Here I've got my FPS and CPU load. They can't see these or this, the Twitch part. So if I actually opened up a tab right now, it's going to go straight to BRB because I've tabbed out the game. If I go Zeox _HD, Twitch, and go onto my Twitch dashboard. After letting it load, obviously it's using a lot of my PC right now because of this. But this is this is what makes it really easy to stream. So you can see the video quality is excellent in the configuration. That's automatically set to what the best my PC can do and what's going to make it easiest for me. Now once this loads, you're obviously going to see a BRB screen. But if I go onto the game and then back, it means that you'll be able to see both because there'll be a BRB screen and there'll be this. So what I'll do, I'll put high in here and you'll see what it puts in a minute. So if I just click this, you can see I said high in the chat. So then if I go back, you may see it. It's loading. I won't bring it up full screen. So I'll just open the game for a second. I'm just going to bring the game down here, it doesn't matter. But you can see that my game was there. Just keep it on. There you go, you can see my game, there's the bits and bobs. Obviously, I've got a second monitor, so I've just dragged it onto there. But either way, you get the point. So I can quickly chat. You can see a whole stream. It works quite well. As you can see in that chat, I just typed hi there everywhere on my Twitch chat on the game. It's just like the AMD app and everything. It does it straight through that. So what I'm going to do, I'm quickly just going to stop live streaming by pressing 1 on my numpad, because that's what I set it up to. And there we are, it stopped streaming. So if I go Control Tab, back to game, and then I can close my game. Obviously this is going to go offline now. I have a custom offline one, along with my old stuff. Either way, that just live streamed very, very easily from my account, just through literally linking it. So say you didn't want anything on except the default. The default is you've got your webcam on, if you have one, your microphone on. It'll just pick your default microphone, which depending what you say on Windows, depends what it's going to select. BSB screen will just be some standard thing. Now, while this is very simplistic, it's great and very, very easy to use. The only difference to OBS and XSplit Broadcaster rather than Gamecaster means that you don't get the scenes and you don't get like different screens and everything. So like you can't just press one button on your software and you'll go from a BRB screen or desktop to the game. This only does your game. That's why it's Gamecaster rather than Broadcaster or OBS, which is also known as Open Broadcast software. Either way, guys, that was how you set up a Gamecaster. I'd suggest you at least try it out. You get like a 2-week trial when you log on anyway. Depending what graphics card you have, I had an Asus one, so they gave me a 2-week free trial, which I never even knew of. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video and this helped you in any way, shape or form, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have any problems with this, please contact me in the description or comments. By description, I did mean just comments. Anyway guys, see you in the next one. Peace.
Bear witness as we kick this life's ass, laughing at the mischief. We too busy talking about dicks and twit pics to figure out who is more witless. And apathy sets in when we can't hear. No heroes, no wins, so we can't cheer. I'm feeling dumb enough to put a fucking chant here. Reinvent the wheel, no chance, so we can't steer. Top down like my whip was nice. I'm done faking being positive, I whip my life. Too cold for the heat tonight. I'm a maverick, I shine like a Christmas light. But at the same time